What up, what up, what up, weirdos? It's your boy Raindrop, Rain Dog, Rain Drizzle, my co-host, co-captain, Cole Conspirator, Uncle Juju.
What is up, babies?
How's everybody doing? Welcome back to BXTV, aka Back from Hell, your Spotify and YouTube podcast where you didn't know everything you needed to know with your boys. Also, we do a live stream every Friday and Saturday on Twitch at 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Same name, same game. Comic book of the night, different topics than we do here every Friday and Saturday. You know, it's a good time of a live chat and everybody chimes in and does their thing. So make sure you check it out, and make sure if you're here on YouTube, you check out the shorts I've been posting. You know what I'm saying? There's 2 new shorts. So go and get those and check out the last podcast. You know what I mean?
Yes, because Sinners was freaking awesome, guys. No,
It was. It was.
it was
And
awesome,
this is our, I think this is number 143, if I'm correct. I think Sinners was 142. So, round of applause.
um, but tonight we're gonna talk about the man of the hour, James Gunn, Superman. We just saw it. Not just saw it, but we saw it.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about the things that we liked. We're gonna talk about the things that are gonna go on and what we think is gonna happen with DC moving forward. And maybe a little bit about Peacemaker and what he's going to be doing moving forward.
Yeah.
You know,
Because
this is going to be a very optimistic pod.
also, we're gonna talk about what we want to happen. You know, some like a lot of everything we're talking about tonight is just things that we want to brew because of what we saw in Superman. It's not necessarily Peacemaker is the only one that we kind of have some concrete evidence on. So
Yes.
that's how that's gonna go. And I also want to let everybody know, if you have not seen Superman and you do not want spoilers, this is not the podcast to
Yeah,
listen
no.
to. We are about to just drop the most random facts and situations that happen in Superman. We're not even gonna recap the whole thing. We're just gonna, like you said, we're gonna talk about what we
Yeah, we're
liked.
just going to talk about it.
Yeah. So I just want to warn anybody who's about to lock in and listen to this, don't be mad at me if we told you your favorite part before you knew it.
We dropped the spoiler warning. I think like Brain Dead X TV should become automatically spoiler warning attached to that because of all the stuff that we do talk about.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
we can't hold secrets for your slow asses forever.
No, for sure. But yeah, man, James Gunn, this is, well, Creature Commandos, I guess, was technically like the start of the DCU, but this is like the first live action thing and movie of the DCU, and it was Superman. It was awesome, dude. It was a stacked fucking cast. You had David Cornsweet as Superman, Rachel Brosnahan as Lois Lane, Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor, which, holy fuck, he might be Hater of the Year award. You have Millie Acock as Supergirl. Spoiler alert.
There it is.
She's a chick who plays young Rhaenyra.
Rhaenyra, yeah, that's right. Rhaenyra Targaryen,
Yeah, she plays in House of the Dragon. She's in the first 5 episodes, and then like an episode or 2 of this of whatever. But then you have a bunch of other people, you know, like Nathan Fillion as Green Lantern. Yeah, Bradley Cooper, barely in it. Isabella Merced as Hawk Girl. Eddie Gathegi, I don't know how to say his last name, Mr. Terrific. Anthony Kerrigan as Metamorpho, Skylar Gisondo as Jimmy Olsen. I mean, just so many different people. Those are like the super famous people. Oh, and Wendell Pierce as Perry White. That guy's been in a fuck ton of stuff. But those are just some of the big names. I personally think Mr. Terrific, Eddie, I think he well, his real name is Michael in the movie, but his real name in real life is Eddie. But Mr. Terrific, I think low key stole the show, and I think online is proving that. And I think Eddie Gathegi or whatever, however you say his last name, he earned this. Like he deserved this. Like he was in Twilight, if you don't remember.
Yep.
He was also in Startup, which is this random like I forget. I watched it on Netflix. I don't know what it started on, but he played like this like gangster dude in Startup, which is about this like startup cryptocurrency like company. And then he was also a bad motherfucker in Blacklist. So, I mean,
Another
like,
good actor coming from that show.
yeah, dude. I'm just saying that,
I
like,
know him as Darwin and Marvel did him dirty in
yeah,
that fucking movie for X-Men First Class.
yeah, no. Which I mean, yeah, I'm just saying though, like he's put in his time. Like I was just naming ones that some people may have forgot. um, but yeah, I mean him and then Metamorpho and Green Lantern and Hawk Girl, they all were fucking awesome. The Justice Gang, the unofficial name.
Hell, I'll even say that one of my favorite characters was surprisingly Lex Luthor's fucking girlfriend.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like he's just from like the minute she's on that screen and like you think she's just being like, you know, the typical vapid insta model, you know. He's just treating her like shit the entire fucking time. It's
Oh
so
yeah.
funny to watch though because like you
I
watch
my
that
favorite
relationship deteriorate.
my favorite part with that whole thing is that Jimmy Olsen is like ladies' man. And he's trying to
Yep.
get the inside scoop, and he used to hook up with Lex Luthor's girlfriend, and he texts her, and she's under the name. What was it? Mutant Toes or Alien
Yes,
Toes?
mutant toes, mutant toes.
Yeah, it was Mutant Toes, bro. Like her name in his phone was Mutant Toes. I was fucking dude. So me and Chris went to go see it, and we smoked a blunt. And then in the parking lot, I just pulled out a pack of gummies in my pocket and was like, "Yo, you want to eat some?" So like, I just dump a handful in both of our hands, like as we're walking in. So like 30 minutes and I'm just crushing these Dorito nachos. Yeah, dude. And like fucking oh my god, that's how high we were, bro. They're doing it, it's like after the trailers, and you know, and like it's like the movie theater like roller coaster intro thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah. That's what. Yeah. So yeah, me and Chris are doing the we're going like and dude, like every time there's something funny, me and him are dying laughing, and it's like quiet in the theater. Like I was like, yo, why?
I had literally the exact same experience you did because I was the only one laughing. I was the only one being like, that guy? I was the only one like emoting. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
can I not watch movies in public anymore?
No,
Like,
dude.
now?
We just didn't go with the right crowds. You know, we went a couple days after the hype, and we missed all the people who were gonna be like, Green Lantern, like, you know, like, so. I mean, but dude, they like James Gunn did such a good job, you know, like the way he started the movie out, just kind of like laying down like what happened and where they're at, kind of like skipping the intro and like making it very lighthearted and like with all the jokes and the seriousness. Like there was moments you wanted to laugh, there was moments you wanted to cry, there was moments of gasp.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I don't know, man. He really did.
There was a dash of political commentary in there too. Just
Yeah.
a dash. I don't want to get into it, but it was there. You know.
Yeah, but I think it's really just the fact that like this felt like, to me, my buddy James, he said it best. It felt like Superman the animated series in the best way.
Yes.
Like,
Yes. And it f- it also felt like a fucking bright and beautiful colored comic book.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah. Somebody
like
online said that I
I'm gonna
love
be
that. Somebody online said that I love that color is back in superhero movies because like they were showing like
yeah.
even Marvel and DC were very guilty of just dark colored comic book movies.
That sepia tone that like I just I loved the fact that James Gunn actually tried to have a color palette in this movie, and it was so bright and it was so fun. I just describe it as fun. My son had fun. He got a
Yeah,
little worried there when Superman had an issue.
against the
Which,
engineer.
to be fair, yes, against the engineer, which, to be fair, like to a 7-year-old, like Rainey had to explain to me because I thought that he would have freaked out, like, metamorpho ago. I thought
Yeah.
that was going to be like the thing, but like, no. And it was like, for a 7-year-old, that's pretty realistic. It's pretty intense. But like, holy shit, that's a massive roach.
Oh my god, yo.
All right, he's over there. I'm over here. We're good for right now. Sorry. No, like he like it was intense for him, but it was intense like a roller coaster. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah. No, for sure.
like
I mean, I think and I think that's why it was so fun. You know, there's just a bunch of different emotions and everybody could enjoy it. And I think like James Gunn said, you know, like not he doesn't want all of his movies to feel like in the DC, not just his, but like all the ones being made. He doesn't want them all to feel the same because he was like, you know, everything that he liked about DC Comics growing up and stuff was that like all the comic books felt different. You
yes,
know, they all had their own style and
yes,
their own vibe. And he's like, you know, the rated R ones aren't going to feel like Superman, you know, stuff like that, which I'm glad. Like, I'm glad that, like, he understands that, like, certain aspects of this universe is not going to be made for all ages. And
yeah,
and I'm glad that he's giving the adults, like, I'll be honest, man. Thank God for things like Watchmen and Deadpool and Logan, you know, these adult comic book superhero movies that that are like that have showed that like if you make superhero movies like gauged and aimed towards adults, like they will show out for it. But at the same
yeah,
time, you can make a movie like Superman, and if it's fun, like I mean, they got Green Lantern making like just being an asshat, and like they were cussing a
yes,
pretty decent bit in it, you know, like
yeah.
so it wasn't completely like family friendly, but it was like stuff that would go over a kid's head, kind of. So at least like to me, like some of the
No,
more
no, 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 I have to agree with you on that. Even though my kid does know what the finger is, he also knows not to do that. Like
well,
there's a little
I
nipple
that
around
one
in the
the
middle.
the finger one I wasn't really talking about. It was more so like the like adult sexual innuendos towards each other and
Oh
stuff
yeah.
like that. Like you're not gonna pick up on that unless you're 14
Oh
and
yeah.
up. Like even then, it's still like it's like adult flirting. Like you know, like
Yeah, and then like I could kind of see his eyes kind of glaze over like on those parts, but I'll just like stick with it, bro. Like
yeah,
you're gonna have to have some romance. And he's like, is that like Superman's girlfriend? I'm like, yes. Is this
yeah,
Superman's Clark Kent? Yes. Because like to him, like his point of reference for Superman was Superman 73 and Man of Steel. Because
yeah,
that's
yeah.
what was out. So I let him watch parts of Man of Steel because I want my kid to be culturally relevant. So he's like, so dad, like in the middle, like not in the middle, but kind of in the beginning of the movie, it was like, Dad, is this the same Superman? Like, I don't get it. And I was like, Tony, as soon as I told him completely different Superman, completely different restart, he just instantly got it. You
Okay.
know,
Okay. Fuck yeah.
like if a 7-year-old can understand the difference between this movie and that movie and them being two different things, then you shouldn't have a bad time with it. You know?
No, 100%. Yeah, he definitely made this so like he made it so people who follow the comics and who don't follow the comics and people who follow DCU, people who don't can just jump right in and
Yeah.
just be set up. And I think he also like the more exciting thing is everything he gave us in this movie and everything we're gonna possibly get because of this movie, you know, like there's so much, like the Justice Gang for instance, like Mr. Terrific, Hulk Girl, Green Lantern, and Metamorpho by the end. I mean, two of those people are in a comic book superhero group together already, which is the Terrifics, which is Ghost Girl, Plastic Man, Metamorpho, and Mr. Terrific. Um,
Nice.
so I'm I'm wondering if James Gunn is eventually gonna, maybe give us
Yeah.
his own rendition of the Terrifics.
Oh yeah.
Like Mr. Terrific, Metamorpho, and whoever else. But I don't know. We'll see. I'm sure he's gonna give us
Yeah.
some form of the Justice League first or Justice Gang continuation.
You know,
But
I'm kind of wondering if maybe it's a scenario where he just has these individual groups that are running around that will eventually kind of coalesce into what we call the Justice League. You know,
yeah,
like
yeah.
because like if you think about it, you have like Peacemaker and like his the gang that he will eventually, I assume, will probably be heading up. You know, going forward because he's gonna have a bunch of B-listers
Well,
on the show
he
eventually.
well if
You
he
know,
I just rewatched season 1, and at the end of season
yeah,
1, Vigilante's part of that Black Ops squad. Well, I mean, well, they get whatever assembled because it's her daughter out to Amanda Waller. But I have a feeling it's gonna be Peacemaker, Vigilante, and then they might add in like another guy, like you're saying.
yeah,
Because James Gunn said, because that pocket dimension thing with Lex Luthor, I was reading an
yes,
article, and apparently Peacemaker is going to revolve around a more secure, better pocket dimension that somebody created. And that's going to be like the overall arcing thing. I don't know if that's true.
okay.
That's just like what I was reading. But I don't know. I do know Peacemaker comes out next month, and I am so fucking excited
Yes,
because he does
I'm
appear in
so.
Superman real quick.
Yep, I fucking loved it. That was one of my favorite parts too, by the way.
I love all the banter in it, dude. Like there is just
Yeah,
so much good banter. Like Mr. Terrific was fucking hilarious. Like Eddie's just so good at playing like a smart ass, like a witty smart ass. So like him being like the third smartest person in DC, but being the guy who created that list is awesome. Like
I will say because of Mr. Terrific, he brought to mind probably one of my favorite scenes. I am the most like the thing I love the most in the world is watching a superior force get their asses handed to them by somebody with a goal.
oh yeah.
I loved the fact that they had like the mercenary like that Lex Luthor had were so like cocky and full of themselves until Mr. Terrific showed up and fucked up that entire camp, which by the way, I have fantasies of doing like to certain camps. So
Yeah.
like, you know,
Yeah, no, no.
it was nice
You're
to
talking
see
about the
that
beach
play
scene.
out.
You're talking about the beach
Yes.
scene. Yeah. He fucking did go hard on that. Um I don't know, dude. I I was going into it like, oh, being a Green Lantern fan. Green Lantern's gonna be my favorite. Green Lantern's gonna be my favorite, and it was easily my favorite characters were easily Metamorpho and Mr. Terrific. Like
Yeah.
they Hawk Girl, I need more of. She was
Yeah,
scary.
she needed a little bit more screen time, but I'm glad that they're spoon feeding us.
Yeah, because
So,
she and Guy Gardner will be in Peacemaker season 2. They were in the trailer
ooh,
for it.
nice. Yeah. Beautiful. And a lot of people were like, "Oh, Hawk Girl didn't really say anything," and she just screamed, "It's Hawk Girl." What do you want her to do?
Nah, she does say something. She has that guy from whatever country, the president, in her arm,
Yeah,
and he
she's
goes,
like, yeah.
"He goes, you can't do this to me. You're like Superman would never, whatever." And she goes, "Well, I'm not Superman." She drops him and
Superman
kills
just drops him.
him. I was like, "Damn, yo!" I was like, "Bitch from the Justice Gang, kill somebody!" Whoa.
Which is what you do with fascist dictators. You drop them out of the sky. Come on, what's so wrong with that?
Not saying you're wrong, but no, but
would like to have some words with me. No.
yeah. But no, dude, like it was awesome, you know? Like I had a really awesome time. I think this is definitely my favorite Superman movie.
Yes.
Like easily.
Yeah, we were talking about that, and sorry, my dad's trying to call me right now. I don't know why, but I'll talk.
If you need to answer it, you can, dude. I can just cut it out.
No, I'll call. Before this movie, my favorite Superman movie was Superman Returns, if that says anything. But sincerely, I went into this movie kind of with high expectations, and my God, it was blown away.
Oh yeah, dude. No.
One of my favorite moments, and it's not really a spoiler, but it's when Superman barges into Lex Luthor's office.
Where's the dog?
Yeah. Which I was like, yeah, I would do the exact same fucking thing. Like, nothing wrong. No notes.
Yeah. I also loved Crypto. I loved Crypto.
Yes. Crypto's easily my favorite character. I know it's such a cop out to say because he's a dog, but like I have a soft spot for animals in TV. So
no, he's awesome, dude. He's awesome.
And also, I love how he's not even a good dog, but he's a dog.
No, no, dude. He fucked Lex's shit up in that movie.
Yes, I was cheering when that happened.
I will say, it was 2 hours, but it felt like an hour and a half movie. It flew right, and I'm glad that it was that length. Like, I don't think every superhero movie needs to be fucking 3 hours. I hate that shit. I hate that they try to make every movie a fucking marathon. Like, no, dude, just make a good movie. Get it done, get it good, and we'll all be happy. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, that and the soundtrack was fucking awesome. Like,
yes. And can I just say that this might be my favorite Fortress of Solitude?
Oh, dude, Gary, was that his name?
Played by Alan Tudyk, who plays every other robot in every other movie.
Yeah, dude. Fucking, oh man, dude. Fucking, oh, that shit was awesome. I never put 2 and 2 together. One of my favorite comedy horrors is Tucker and Dale vs. Evil. And I didn't realize that was Alan Tudyk or whatever. Fucking until like today. I was like, the guy who plays the other dude was like, can't wait to see my buddy I haven't seen in a long time, the talented Alan or whatever. And I was like, holy fuck, that is him, dude. Yeah. Like he does
also the pirate from Dodgeball.
Yes.
Which has been on repeat on TBS for like the last like 2 weeks. So I don't know what's going on at that station. I think somebody's asleep at the wheel.
Somebody took too much Ambien and fell asleep on the clock, yo.
There's been like 3 or 4 days where I've walked into La Grotto, walked into the dining room, and been like, you know,
Yeah, get
like,
the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here, yeah.
on a wrench, you can dodge a ball. You know?
Yeah, great movie. Great
Yeah.
movie. Fucking.
Classic Vince Vaughn.
Oh yeah, dude. Very good Vince Vaughn movie. But yeah, dude, I don't know. I mean, I think James Gunn really set everybody up who's going to be part of the DCU to really make moves and continue to build the universe in a very extremely dope way. I don't think this movie was like, oh, how are we gonna follow this up? It was like it was too perfect, too good. Like, I don't think anybody thinks that. I think everybody just wants more of this universe now. I think we're all just excited. I think this just got everybody really excited to see what else. I mean, the next movie I believe is Supergirl.
Yeah,
Like,
which
or
I will be going to go see.
oh yeah, I have a feeling I'm gonna like Supergirl more than I like this
Yeah.
movie. Like, because that's the one with, I'm pretty positive that's where Momoa comes in as Lobo. So, like, and you get more Crypto because that's her dog.
Yeah. Help. Which, by the way, like, gotta also say, like, kudos to the special effects department because there were moments where I kind of forgot that the dog was CGI.
Oh yeah, dude. No, that whole everything in it was fucking baller, dude. Like,
Yeah. I mean,
I
even the little the I loved how Lex Luthor called it a little distraction, and it just turned into a giant fucking kaiju.
oh yeah,
Like,
dude. Fucking Kaiju was awesome,
or
dude.
or it was like they said it was like an interdimensional rift. So like they're all fighting in the background, and Superman's just like taking his boots off. Like I'm letting them deal with that.
Yeah, dude. No, he said it was a yeah. Everybody thinks it's that one guy from Superman. I can't remember his fucking name off the top of my head. I don't know how to say his fucking name. Like this, like fairy.
Like Mr. Mitsopitsiak.
Yeah. Everybody thinks that guy was behind what they were fighting.
Could be. Could be.
Yeah.
But like it was fun that it was even there.
Yeah, no,
Like,
100%, 100%.
like,
I
and I
dude,
love how Metropolis, everybody's so used to seeing all this shit go down. Like,
oh yeah, dude. Rest in peace, the falafel guy, though, man.
yeah, that was rough. And definition of bad parenting. So my son begged me to go and get popcorn. So inevitably, I had
Oh
to pick
yeah, he
apart.
told
I
he
had to
told me.
leave. So I left right when like they put Superman inside the cube with Metamorpho, and he grew the kryptonite, and he saw like all the stuff that was going on in his prison. And then I left to go and get a popcorn, a slushy for me, and a bottle of water for him. I get back, and it's just gunshot. And I'm like, oh, no.
I mean, to be fair though, they zoom out and you just see his body fall. So it's not like they have like blood splatter on the screen or anything.
I asked him, I sat down and I asked him what happened. He was like, Lex Luthor just killed that guy because he knows Superman. Precise to the point. I like it. Caught me up. Here's your popcorn, kid. You want some milk duds?
You want some milk duds is crazy to follow up with. I was honestly shocked when they killed that guy because they did it Russian roulette style. I was like, yo, what the fuck? Like Lex Lex Luthor literally pulls out a revolver and just spins it with a bullet in it, and like I was like, yo, what the fuck? They actually kill it. When they actually killed him, I was like, yo, this is getting raw. Like this guy is hater of the fucking year, dude. Like
Super shit was the
yeah.
funniest.
Oh yeah, that was funny as shit. All the monkeys tweeting.
Yeah. Which, like, I wonder if that's like, I mean, obviously that's James Gunn like taking a shot at Twitter.
Oh yeah.
Like, I love how when Lois Lane like first mentioned it, just how indignant he got.
Oh yeah, he was pissed.
No, I hate that.
I hate that one. Yeah, that
Like,
was.
I like younger Superman. I'm kind of here for like the Superman that doesn't quite know how to, I don't know, turn back time by spinning around the planet real fucking fast.
Yeah.
I like
No,
that he's a little rough around the edges, doesn't necessarily know what he's doing, but like just knows that he has to do it.
yeah, he's growing. He's learning. This is a Superman in the early years. It's not his first, but what did they say? How long did they say it been? I forget.
It's been 3 years.
Yeah,
Because it was
yeah,
all threes. It was like
yeah.
30,000 years ago, something metahumans, and then like 3 hours ago, he lost his first fight.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it was. I knew it was something like that. My bad. Like a week since I've seen.
And also, Twist villain, I also think is also setting up another villain for.
I do as well.
Which I don't want. I will ask you off the air who you think it will be, but I don't want to say it here because spoilers.
Yeah, no.
You gotta go see the movie for a reason.
You got any last opinions and thoughts about Superman, my man?
I think it is definitely worth going to see. I think it is a good kickoff to what I think is going to be a very productive relationship between James Gunn and DC going forward. I think
100%.
If it is not the best movie that DC has made so far, it is definitely one of the better ones.
Easily.
And I think
I don't know, man. I don't know. Ryan Reynolds' Green Lantern's pretty damn good movie, dude.
Okay, I could have gotten behind the Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern movie if they hadn't gone for the giant hunk of shit cloud monster thing at the end. Like,
yeah, I think that was supposed to be Parallax, wasn't it?
I think so too, but like, could have done something different.
Yeah,
and they set up Distro with the I think it was Yellow Ring, right? I haven't seen that movie. I think it may have been actually the Red Ring, but I'm not sure.
I remember, dude. Every time I've put it on in the past, I've put it on 3 times this year, and I've fallen asleep because I was like going to bed. Like I get to like Hal Jordan's like training with Sinestro, and then I fall asleep.
To be fair, like the training scene is probably the coolest part of that movie.
Yeah, no, it's sick. Which like I hate that we're ending this talking about fucking Green Lantern.
Green Lantern, but like no, to talk about the goods, you must talk about the lows, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know.
Okay,
dude.
to be fair,
have you met?
Green Lantern is still light years better than Kal-El. No.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, let me ask you this. Because you've seen Aquaman, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I saw Aquaman. I saw most of the Snyderverse, with the
Okay.
exception of Wonder Woman, which I didn't see.
Aquaman was Snyder? I guess it was
It was in the
Snyderverse.
Snyderverse,
Yeah,
but
it
it's
was
James
ahead.
Wan. It was
Yeah.
James Wan, the same guy who did like Final Destination and
Yeah.
Conjuring movies.
Okay, so let me ask you. Would you prefer to watch Green Lantern or Aquaman again?
Ooh, um, I'm gonna have to go with Aquaman, and
Okay.
this is why. First, I liked Momoa's take on Aquaman,
Yeah.
and also it was a cool movie. It was just visually a cool movie to watch.
All
So,
right.
like at the very end of the day, granted both of them are loaded with CGI. I will just say that Momoa's Aquaman has better CGI, so it looks better. Not that I'm shitting on Green Lantern, and
It's okay.
I
It's okay. You
I
can shit
will
on
have
Green
to be in a
Lantern.
very specific mindset to watch it. You know, like
Don't worry.
however,
I'm very excited for the new Green Lantern series to come out. Do not worry. I am very excited.
it's also funny that like it's two things that I in my heart of hearts I love is mysteries of the deep ocean and fucking outer space. So like it's like asking like you know what extreme do you want? You know?
Yeah, I mean, I was just curious. I'll give Aquaman a shot eventually. I think what time is it? Maybe I won't do that tonight. I was gonna watch Watchmen this weekend. Tomorrow.
Ooh, that's a good
Yeah,
watch though.
yeah, it is.
Um,
It is. It's long as fuck though.
I will tell you the thing that I like about Watchmen the most is Snyder does do his slow mo
Yeah, he fucking
nonsense
does. The first
in context.
25.
Yeah, the
Go
first
ahead.
25 minutes of Watchmen are slow mo because like you know the title sequence. But here's the thing though, it works for that. Like because at the very least he's trying to recreate the panel as it was in the comic book.
Yeah,
So
no, for sure, for sure.
like I honestly think
It's also a
that
stacked fucking cast. Like,
yes, I also think that Snyder would have worked out had he had actually adapted a Justice League graphic novel. If he had gone that route as opposed to creating his own characters, not his own characters, but like his own take on it, you know what I'm saying? His own
yeah.
vision. If he had like a graphic novel to go off of, it would have been great because he's really good at taking that like in 300. Same reason why I love that movie is because like the slow mo makes sense because it's the panel in the comic book, you know.
No. No, I get what you're putting down.
It just didn't work when he did like when he's left to his own devices without a framework. It doesn't
Oh,
work.
I know. I saw Zack
Rebel
Snyder.
Moon.
I was about to
You know?
say I saw him say he's 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 not finished with Rebel Moon, but he's done working on it for now, and I was like, good. Good.
Nobody cared.
Leave that shit alone, bro. Leave that shit alone.
I I put Rebel Moon the same category as like Jupiter Ascending, which if
No.
you haven't seen that,
No, I think Rebel Moon was a little bit better than Jupiter Ascending. Jupiter Ascending, like, I went to the Bird Theater with a girl on a movie date night. We were like, let's go to the Bird, and like, we didn't know what Jupiter said. That's that Channing
that is
Tatum
Channing Tatum
and
and
Mia.
Mila
Yeah,
Kunis, yeah.
holy fuck, bro. The girl I was with, not hype. Not hype. And like, I'm into sci-fi space shit. Like,
Yeah.
and that was such a like, you gotta be like 10 to 11, 12 years old to like, and probably like a nerdy girl to be into that movie. Like,
And yeah, it was a nerdy girl Star Wars. And, like, you had to have never have seen Star Wars before.
yeah,
You
dude.
know?
Like,
Like,
I can, and I paid $2 to see that movie. Like, and I was not hyped.
I I got lucky and I saw it when it was on demand. So like I paid like maybe like $2 for it, like Rainey said, but like it yeah, it was just awful. It's awful like
Yeah.
awful there's something about awful sci-fi that like I don't know, it was unwatchable for me. I got halfway through it and I was like, this is dumb.
No, it's pretty
Kind of like Rebel Moon.
it is pretty bad. But either way, make sure you watch Superman. It's fucking awesome. Go see it so they make more movies and more shows. And
Yeah.
make sure everybody talking shit, tell them to eat your dick. And make sure you follow us on Twitch at BrainDeadXTV every Friday and Saturday at 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Remember, never offended, always recommended. Have a good night, good day. Peace.
Peace.